Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, hello everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. So, as always, happy to have you with us, whether on the live call or on the replay. And also very excited that Rayania Chaenn is back on the show. This is our second call with her. She joined us a few months ago, and as I said, like I really feel excited because first of her energy, it's like whenever I connect to her, it feels like this high vibrational energy, and also at the same time, um, authenticity and sharing from the heart. And also the experience we had with her the last time, it was really, really amazing. I really loved the uh, the messages that she shared with us, the channel transmission also that she shared. It was very inspiring, and the interaction with the with the live callers. Yeah, that was very, very powerful call, and very happy that she's back today with us. And today's call is about embracing our soul frequency, freedom to be um, freedom to be you. And yeah, so she will be sharing about um, embodying our authentic soul frequency and how it relates to how it also relates to creating a path of abundance, prosperity, and fulfillment in our life, and how this will really help us to co-create the new earth or new paradigm that's we've been planting the seed for a while now, and we start seeing maybe from time to time seeing some results in our life. Maybe in the collective, it's taking more time. So to see that happening, and yeah, so really, really excited about the subject, and also she will guide us later on the call on a group process or a practice, and also a channel transmission, which can help us to deepen our connection to source energy. And yeah, and also for those of you who want to ask your question, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom. You can also, if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9, and you can type your question on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, that's for those of you who are new to Rayania. She is an intuitive channel, energy healer, and galactic retreat host. And yeah, so with that, Rayania, welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you, Monse. Thank you for such a beautiful introduction. And it's really a pleasure to be back with you and your community. And whenever I think of you, and I just feel there's such a lovely connection. And I think that's what we are here for, to find or identify and connect with the people that we actually have so agreement with, we have so resonant with. And and I feel in the co-creation with people we resonate with, it's really going to bring us so much more joy and fulfillment. So yeah, I cannot wait to dive in. So thank you for having me back. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, so let's start talking about the subject today. How do you what do you mean by the unique soul frequency?
Yeah, so unique soul frequency, I feel we have heard a lot about divine blueprint. Like we all come with our highest divine blueprint, but actually my understanding is that we have many different blueprints, depends on our free will. Once we reincarnate into human form and when went through life, family, breakup and things like that. So I feel that we each have choices to go through different timeline and different blueprints. But ultimately we come, as a source fractal, as a source consciousness, we come with a specific soul frequency um, that we chose to bring with us all this energy. And so there is specific vibrational energy or vibrational frequency that is uniquely us. And when we are in alignment, in that direction of our true essence, um, we would find moments of synchronicity, the magic, the heart opening, the relax, the peaceful feeling. And I know a lot of people wanted to know. We also hear the term of like the node of your soul. For me, they are very similar um, reference, I would say, I'm start channeling that we all carry certain note in our soul, and that is in alignment to our divine blueprint. So whenever we make decisions and choices that is in alignment to our frequency, our vibrational frequency, vibrational or signature, then things will move smoothly, or we have that moment of like, wow, I really feel the universe is working with me or working through me. Because in the end of the day, whether we are aware of it or not, we are the universe, that energy universe create itself that is flowing through us to us, and expression of the universe in each moment. And when we are becoming, through all this healing work, becoming more and more aware of what is truly our essence, what is our authentic self. So that's why authenticity also comes up so much in recent years. And it's such a broad word, authenticity. Like, nobody would say, I am not being authentic most of the time, right? Our intention is to be authentic. But what truly authentic means is that your true essence, your true resonance, your true soul frequency. So that's what I think the team of the guides are so excited to bring through as well, is that what exactly, what can we do? Like, also a lot of people are struggling. I mean, we'll say life right now is very challenging. It could be very euphoric or blissful, and it could be challenging at this, like 1 minute to the next. So when we are able to identify what is truly our soul frequency, it will greatly support our daily life and our well, fulfillment, I would say, or well-being. So I'll stop here.
Sorry, I was muted. So yeah, beautiful. And so yeah, we've been like in the past approaching healing as the way maybe to release maybe blocks to creating the life we want, to thrive and create abundance. And also now it's we are mentioning that creating a fulfilled life is connected to embracing our authentic self. So does being in our authenticity and healing like goes hand in hand, like one support the other, or is it like two different paths?
Um, I would say it goes hand in hand. However, I feel we are moving into such a consciousness and energetic bandwidth right now that it feels like it does go hand in hand, like, because we all agree, especially those that are on the call, that are in the community that have been doing so much healing work the past decades, true are here to, like we agree to be born into, to carry, to take with us huge amount of imprints and karmic lessons and wounding and conditioning. So we are here to unravel that, to transform, and then to bring through the new. So I feel we are at this exciting pivotal moment is, yes, we are healing, we are letting go, we are releasing and dissolving a lot of that is not our true essence, that's not our true soul vibration, that is not in alignment to our soul vibrations. And we are also here to envision, right? Because it's our it's a gift, it's a skill, it's a responsibility as well, like to envision, what do I wish to experience and create from my vantage point, me as a Rayania, as an Asian, as a Taiwanese woman living in Portugal. So, we all each carry that exciting gift, and no longer needing to focus on, I just need to heal this, I need to release. And of course, they are, infinite limiting beliefs. And I feel like the focus right now is to really see how are we moving forward, and where are we, as a collective and as an individual, want to move forward? So everybody talk about, I want to have a abundant life and fulfillment. And I want to fulfill my soul mission. And I feel the magic for the path forward is to tap into what is that magic for you, right? What is that magic for me, for you, Monse, for me, Rayania? Like, what is it that I wanted to experience? So I will pause here because I feel, I feel like there's so much information I wanted to go through, like 10 channels at a time.
Yeah, I love what you mentioned. Like everyone has their unique magic that they want to create, and maybe sometimes when because many things are related to that, the way we create things in the daily life, the way we relate to others, and also sharing our gifts and being in our truth. And sometimes we feel like if the physical reality, like the conditions that we want to feel more at ease, if they are not there, we don't feel ready to be more in our authenticity. So my question is how, because from my understanding is that this is independent from the physical reality, and then the physical reality will follow the way our state of being, and the more we are in our authenticity, the more it's the reality will shift. So what is your perspective about that?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question because I am sure that everybody has been going through this contrast of like the reality versus like, what do we really want? And I wanted to start by answering that there is such a, I'm sure there is such a potency of the energy right now that as soon as we align ourselves to our heart, to our soul energy, to our soul frequency, a lot of things will shift very quickly. Like you will almost feel like, oh my God, that person just gave me information for my next, house to live. And I was looking for a car and I got a car, that is within my budget, or many, many examples. And the reason why sometimes it gets hard or harder to really tune into that reality happening better, the way we want, or even better than what we want, how we want it, is because with all the spiritual knowledge and information and practice we have been acquired, I feel at this moment an additional a potency of devotion and trust and patience or understanding is required. What I mean is that it's also to be able to step back, not, like there's a lot of programs of judgment. Like we judge others, we judge in reality. And we talked about that last time, right? Judgment, it is a mechanism that really depletes our energy. It takes our powers away. And so, when we are experiencing the reality that is not in alignment to what we really want, it is so frustrating. And at the same time, it is also about that we are able to take a step back and just look at this as an neutrality place that we talk a lot about in spirituality, is that to be that neutral observing presence and say, okay, I know this human, Rayania, is so frustrated because, and then I'm curious, what is really working? What is really going on? Like there is a belief of I am alone and no one is helping me, or there's a certain belief of that um, maybe there's a lack of resources, for example. So it is, I wouldn't say that we need to do all this, 3 months healing just to get down to the bottom of the cause. Of course, that will help for some people. It is truly about taking a step back and then become that forever loving mother and father that most of us probably didn't experience. and to hold that space, the feminine, the loving, accepting, and then to hold that space for what is the belief that is causing this dissonance, right? And why, or sometimes the human has a tantrum. Oh, I don't know. I've done so much work and nothing is working. What the heck is going on? So even when we have those emotions, it's like, what is going on? Like what, which part of me is really upset and frustrated and feeling alone, feeling lonely, and feeling that I'm unloved by the universe, or even question, if my team of guys are there, like, they are not doing a good job because I keep asking questions and then they did not give me answer. Like, I hear a lot in the private session. People will say, I ask and ask and they didn't answer me. Um, so yeah, so right now I feel it could be very simple in the sense that if we're willing to just drop that persistence and then just let go and then just see, okay, what is going on with me and what do I truly want to desire? So it could go very fast. The miracle is that when we truly allow ourselves to let go of the attachment and then become aware of the part of us that is actually crying for help. And even though we have done 100 healing sessions about the same topic, it could still come up, and it's just really have that 101 times of patience. Say, sweetheart, I'm sorry you are feeling this way. So, what can I do? Whether I do journaling, whether I dance, or I go, talk to someone, or I, seek professional support. So, and then as soon as we are able to let go of that pressure, I I can guarantee that, a lot of things will shift so quickly. So, yeah, I wonder how it has been for you.
Yeah, it's like I agree with you about that pressure. Uh, like the times when I just let go and I don't try to control anything, and I just be. It's sometimes things that they happens in very unexpected ways, and yeah. So it's because also we've been used to uh, maybe to being in control, to resisting, uh, and that momentum was very strong. So sometimes I believe it's fine if we are getting back to that and then reminding ourselves to be centered again and to let go of that resistance and that pressure that we are making. But also another thing I realize is that's the right timing, because in the past I was trying to push few things to happen, but they didn't happen. And later in the future, I understand why. And when they happened, it was so perfect, like the timing. And it was really, yeah, just amazing experiences. So, yeah, so I mean, it's also maybe connected to feeling safe in relation to the unknown. So how do you see like us and in relation to the unknown, and how can we build more trust toward that?
Yeah, wow, that is like $1 million question. I think like the from day one. I actually have a really, I think, I was being prepared for our conversation today. So unknown, feeling safe and into the unknown actually has come up yesterday. Um, the thing is that I noticed that a lot of people, like in recent sessions, there are a lot of powerful soul that came in. So I noticed that I could see or sense as soon as I channel, I could feel or see how powerful the soul is, with all the teams and galactic beings and dragons. And, I can feel that the energy of the soul. And at the same time, the human was just like, oh, I don't know, like, can I do this? And, like, and I'm on this journey as well. So I understand that contrast, that we come with such a potent, powerful consciousness, and the tool bag, like Laura Craft. Okay, I should like reveal my age again. Like many decades, I think 2 decades ago, right? There was a famous movie like Laura Craft, like a
Lara.
very amazing warrior and with all the equipment, like the latest, I don't know, weapons. So we all come with all kinds of equipment or weapon. Well, it's not weapon, it's like magic tools and gifts to deal to, and even the resources, right? Like if we are meant to create a New Earth healing center or a huge community or to charitable foundations, we come with the resources and people and the gifts and ability and connections that are here to help us realize that. And so very often these connections or this shall we say the energy that will come through or the path will open up when we are in the state of unified oneness or the state of peace or the state one with our higher self, the 0 point. And so we know that, but however the human feel like, no, I got the message that I need to create this community. So I need to find the land. I need to, earn a few millions, and I need, like I need to talk to architect, and I guess it's very normal, like how we are constructed, right? And I feel the message that has been coming through is like really let go, and actually it'll be nice that you just let go if this idea doesn't resonate with you anymore, right? And then if you don't know, how am I going to write a book? I hate writing, right? Because somebody very often will say, oh, I was told by my guides that I'm meant to become a published author, but I don't know what to write, and I'm not a good writer. So a lot of things like that, we already project into the future, and there's comes a lot of obstacles. So, so I think that's what you meant, like we wanted to control. And so what the messages that have been really coming through is to be playful. And I think a lot of people don't want to hear that. Like, what the fuck? Sorry, like, no, I don't want to be playful. What do you mean? Like, I need money. I mean, I need time, I need people, I need help. And um it's about this energy of, like we were saying, like take a step back and then really leaning into the bigger plan, the bigger purpose, the bigger part of yourself, right? Like we all are a huge internal presence. And as a soul consciousness, we are not just, a dimension, a size. We are like so immense and connected, well connected to tens of thousands, millions of soul consciousness. So it's about take a breath and just feel into what would be fun, what would be interesting. Like, okay, I was told I need to build a community, but at this moment I cannot even take care of my family. So what do? I let me see what why I'm experiencing this struggle at the moment, let's say. Why am I so afraid of what's going to come? And then they usually hold a lot of belief system that we inherited from our family, no surprise. Um, and also in a lot of, like I was going to say that in recent sessions, that a lot of people were taken back to the root, the very, very beginning of this lifetime. And there was never a sense of safety or support, even, as soon as the baby was born or even in the womb fetus status. So it's very powerful work, really also to have the intention and then to see how you are inspired to find, how could I cultivate this sense of safety? Because we know the sense of safety does not depend on external, right? We would most common things that people say, if I have $10,000, if I have $100,000, I will feel safe. And I can guarantee you that is not true, because there will always be other things. I said, oh, well, that will come up. So safety, I think most of us, from the knowledge we receive, know that it's actually has to come from within. It's like you the safety in a relationship, in a partnership, the safety with money, the safety with our gift, our channeling gift, our healing gift, the safety with being ourselves in the environment of our friends or our family. So it's all coming, it's all at the very core of that. Has to yeah, like there are plenty of invitations at this moment for us to really feel, work through why are we not feeling safe, and what does feeling safe truly, safe being me, safe in this body, safe in this country, safe in this relationship, or this reincarnation. And yeah, and then just feel into what is it I desire. But okay, I think will go there later. So I'll pause here.
Yeah, wonderful. And like I see that that's also connected to what you mentioned earlier about being more playful, because like you mentioned, when if we believe that we will be happier or more fulfilled or joyful or safer when we receive what we want, like we experience that's when even if we receive it, like the excitement is very short and it's quickly when we come back to our old state of being. But when we try to maybe enjoy all the parts of that journey that leads to that thing that we want to create, because like especially when we are in that neutral space that you mentioned earlier, we can really we become aware of the things that we can enjoy along the way. And yeah, so I feel like everything you shared is connected to each other. And yeah, it's yeah, I know that. So now, do you feel maybe it's the right time for the channeled message, or
Yeah. I just wanted to bring through
okay,
one thing, just add one thing
yeah,
that just came through very recently, is that about playing into the unknown, like step into the unknown, or create in this playful energy in the unknown. And actually, unknown is not unknown. It's, if we truly, if we really, we did all kinds of activation meditation, we know that our future self is already present in a different timeline, right? A lot of things already happen. And it is also give ourselves the permission to know that, I'm here. I'm here, part of the bigger, like, let's say, symphony, right? Like some people say cosmic soup, but I would like to say it's a huge cosmic symphony. So each note is important. And in order for us to play the note, that there are so many connections and support are always here. So if you look at this perspective, like really, take ourselves from our little mind and worry about, where's the rain coming, or how am I going to take care of my children and, parents and things like that. It's really also about knowing and wondering, maybe, if we don't believe that everyone is meant to be taken care of and learn the lesson we are meant to. And it's it's an invitation to see, I would say, take the gift example of gift, right? A lot of people wanted to speak to the subtle realm, the fairy, the dragon, or they wanted to do the healing, the multidimensional skills, abilities. They wanted to work with angels and things like that. And a lot of people actually feel a lot of blockages. And that is because that we are also trying so hard. Like when we are wanting to create the future, we're like, no, I need to do it this way. And what the guide was saying is that, what if you're already a channel, you already can work with angel, because they are there. And what if the only thing you need to do is just relax and know that it's going to happen. So maybe I just need to relax and play around. Maybe work with different cards, or maybe work with crystal. Maybe like it's really, when it comes to all kinds of things like relationship, money, and relation and gifts and mission, it's all about allow yourself to step back and then to know that we are here to enjoy this journey, not as a passive passenger, but as a active, playful, relaxed, fun-loving co-creator. Like, okay, so hope that helps. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
feel
it does. Yeah.
that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so thank you everyone for being here live, and for those of you that tuning to the replay. So I'm just close my eye. I invite you to, if you are able to, just close your eyes and take a few relaxing breaths. Some of you are in States and early in the day, some in Europe. I invite you to drop all your awareness back to your heart, your high heart, your 0 point. I'm going to bring through a message that will support everyone in the highest good and the highest good of all. Greetings. Greetings. We are Venusian Council of Light. We are delighted to be present with you. Surrounded, all of you are also your higher self, your galactic families, your spirit guides, of course. All of your guides wish to share with you that you are always looked after, you are always supported. And many of you know that cognitively, but you don't feel that reality is supporting you. You don't feel all the healing work, the meditation, the devotion you have committed is paying back in the reality you desire. And so we wish to let you know that just chill and relax for the moment. Know that when you are able to let go of the control and even just surrender, one of the favorite words everybody wants to hear is to surrender. And in this sense, we are referring to the energetic release. Just let go of what you feel is pressing you, that you need to have, you need to change, and know that it's going to, you have the ability and capability to make things happen, to co-create with your own higher self and your team of guides and the universe. So it's about allow yourself to connect back with your high source and know that you are here for something much bigger. If what you desire is meant to happen in this sense, we mean that is in alignment to who you are becoming, to your sense of fulfillment and purpose, then they will come to fruition. And your job at the moment is to see how you can be creative, you can be playful, you can allow the creative force that has been coming through all the time. Allow yourself to become the conduit of the source consciousness of your own soul frequency, to become the navigation point of your daily life. When you make a decision, tune in to your higher self, to your heart or your 0 point to see what decision would serve you in the highest good. And there will be resistance, and that resistance holds the answer for you to dive deep to see where can you love yourself more. And so we understand many of you know this already very well, but it is about taking the steps, spending the time to truly love yourself back to the very core of yourself, because you are the source of light and love. You are love, you are light, you are here first and foremost to express the expression of love and light into this world. And when you are expressing your love and light, and know that you deserve so much more, that what your higher self is texting you, like there are better or more in flow, status of flow and abundance and luxury for some, and the prosperity and the thriving and the vitality that are all here accessible. And do not judge yourself if you are in struggle, and know that, especially for those of you that chose, or shall we say that has been experienced the physical disease and pain, know that they are the incentive for you to tap into your power, to find new ways of coming back to health. And there will always be new ways for you to tap back into your power, your health, your vitality, because you chose that challenge, not to shame yourself, not to blame yourself, but see it as a puzzle that you are here to resolve, because you are meant to help many other people who are going through the same journey. So we would pause here, and we would love to ask our host, Monsef, do you have any question for us?
First, thank you so much for the inspiring message. And maybe I will take a question from one of our audience that I feel related to what you've been sharing. And so it's from Ira on YouTube. And dear Rayania, how can I access my multidimensional self? Do you have any insights why I have not yet accessed it? Thank you. Thank you for your guidance.
Our beloved, you have such a beautiful light energy, and we want you to be playful in all its senses or its meaning, is to remember how it used to be. And we understand you have, you were not given much opportunity to truly be yourself since you were a childhood. And we invite you to start right now to become your best parent, maybe your big sister to yourself. Like, how can I play and use my imagination to tap into the skills, the multidimensional skills? And we would say, go spend more time in nature and start playing. Remember when you used to be small, you would play with the imaginary realm, right? Like that you would see, you feel, you actually saw the realms or the different beings. So allow yourself to be in your mind and start communicating and playing. And if the healing is what you are drawn to, start practicing. But and also know that it is about for you to find what would excite you. Remember, and this message is for many of you, that the journey to open or to tap into your multidimensional gifts is not like clinical, that okay, I'm just gonna count to 3 and I'm gonna open all my third eye and all my chakras, and I'm gonna tap into all the mystery of the universe. What fun would be there if it's like that, because you were already that in a different realm. So the point of being a human is here for you to find and to explore what would excite you. Would it excite you to go for aromatherapy? Would it excite you to go for the flower essence? Try, give yourself the permission to explore the modality or the medium that you are curious about, you are interested in, you love the smell, you love the people, maybe you are attracted, feel the magnetism of the teacher, the instructor, or the community. Give yourself the permission to join that and allow the opening of your gift be a pleasant journey of finding and reconnecting with your soul family. It's about co-creating. It's about the support from one another. Even you met these people, you think, oh, they are my soul family, but you lose contact. It does not matter because they have served the purpose at that specific moment. So give yourself the permission to truly open your heart, to explore, to learn, to delight your senses, to open your heart and mind to see what an amazing surprised that I actually have this ability to talk to horses, and allow this to be a delightful journey, a playful journey, if you will. So bring those energy and give yourself permission. And we wish you a lot of fun, a lot of reconnection, and a lot of remembering on this journey of opening your multidimensional gifts.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. It was very inspiring. And yeah, also thank you, Ira, for your question. Also, Iriata she wrote, truly enjoyed the interview. Blessings to you both. And she's asking also, she has serious financial problems, and she's asking if that can be like a DNA issue or any other program.
Indeed, as you already point out the answer in your question, there are a lot of belief from your system, and that is also the pattern from your ancestral lineage, and we would say particularly in your father's line. And so do not, there's no need to find fault or blame, but we understand you do not, and just become curious and become an investigator to see how you are able to identify the root cause, the beliefs in all this situation, and choose to break this pattern. And know that you are given the task that which you have the ability to transform. If you choose to trust you are the right one. And we know you are the right one, but you also have to know you are the right one to take on this role to transform this family lineage issue, a pattern. And it is also exciting for you. We understand it's not fun to be in a financial pickle and challenges because there's involve a lot of stress and anxiety. However, also welcome the idea and create the identity. What would be this person? What would be this new identity that you actually are or you are creating that is good with money? What does that entail? And what is needed for you from where you are to the path, to the identity of the you that is good with money. Know that we know money is consciousness, it's the energy, it's a medium for us to work with the issues that you chose to carry. And know that you have the ability to transform this into abundance and start looking or studying people who are wealthy or well off that you admire, who are who also share similar journey, which there are many at the moment, as you could find also on the social media or YouTube or the books, and then learn to see how you can be inspired because it's all within you, our dear one. Just allow yourself to switch on the button to step into that wealthy version of you. We hope that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And also thank you, Arietta, for your question. And another question from Diane on Zoom. I have been dropping and letting go of so much in my holding space of just being. It has been powerful. I am open to whatever is unfolding before me. Today, I was in a busy space with lots of people. It knocked me sideways energetically, and I felt so bamboozled. What was this, and how can I protect myself fully, please?
Indeed, it all comes down to the very beginning of this lifetime that you were not able to be yourself. Part of it that you were very influenced by your mother. You took on a lot of energy from your mother, and there is also a belief that runs in the family that you were not allowed. We say you are not allowed, but you were not encouraged to be yourself because your family unconsciously and to a certain degree consciously need to we wanted to use in a not to cause any misunderstanding, is that your energy support them to feel better. So they need you to be the way you were so that they can feel better. They can feel supported energetically or and emotionally. So know that it is a path that your soul, that your higher self chose, and now you desire to react differently, to behave differently. So go to the very beginning of how you pick up this belief, and then allow yourself to transform from the very core of yourself, and know that you could do this by yourself or you could seek professional support, but transform the belief that you are not allowed to be sovereign. You are not allowed, or you will not be loved, or you will not be accepted. You will be punished even. So transform this imprint, and then know that you do truly deserve to be sovereign. You are a sovereign. You are a sovereign, powerful soul consciousness. And we wish to acknowledge you and cheer you on the brilliant work you have done in letting go. And we understand it has not been easy. It has definitely not been easy, but it shows your courage. It truly, we honor your courage and determination. So continue this path, trust yourself, cultivate that trust, know that you are on the right track. So allow yourself to keep coming back, to keep looking, to keep tuning in to who is that you, that truly you, that is powerful, that is sovereign, that is creative, that is playful, that is funny, that is joyful, that she is inside you. She is inside you already. So give yourself permission to connect within yourself. And we thank you for your continuous work. We honor you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the guidance. And also thank you, Diane, for your question. Yeah, I was asked how to raise their hand. So everyone, if you want to raise your hand to ask your question, you can, on Zoom, you can press reactions, then raise hand. And yeah, just a quick question before moving to others from the audience. Because we've been talking about being excited about the journey and following our excitement. My question is related to those times where we misunderstand what is excitement. When we are in a situation that we want to shift, or we try to run away and something happens, it feels like a sign for us or an excitement, but it's more us creating maybe that frequency of being saved, because we want to shift as quickly as possible from that situation. I'm not sure if you understood what I mean. So if yes, how do we differentiate between real excitement and more about just wanting to run away from where we are now?
Indeed, that is such a beautiful question, and we thank you for this. And we wanted to start by saying, the whole theme, the topic today is about choosing you, freedom to be you, and to come home, to peel away whatever that has been blocking you from radiating out your true essence. And we would ask you that, if you had nothing to be afraid of, or you are not afraid of failure or being judged or rejected, what would you do? And we understand the question, and there's a fine line that you would love to be in integrity of your energy, because we understand the energy that you made the decision from plays a big part of affecting how the situation will play out. So we thank you for making that distinction. And we would also love to just ask that the person to be so honest in asking yourself, that what it is that you don't like about current situation. And they could exist at the same time. It could be that you don't like the current situation because it makes you feel less. It makes you feel not successful, or not, there could be a lot of adjectives. And that's why you desire to opt for a different decision and also at the same time you feel the excitement. So in this state, we would invite you to speak to yourself, the parts of yourself that definitely, again, that comes from, some of you have a different lifetime resonance, and some of you have this time, the resonance from this lifetime is that you were told, there were negative reflection of you when you are in this situation that is undesirable. So allow yourself to go on the quest and ask yourself what it is, the belief under this situation that is negative for your perception of yourself. And then know that it is about being honest with yourself. And most of you have the capacity to find out the answer. And if you don't, then lean into certain meditation or seek facilitator. However, know that you will find out if you choose to ignore the signals or the messaging that has been coming up. It will soon come to your awareness. So just be very conscious of how you are experiencing your emotion and your thought. And because right now is a potent, powerful time, everything that cannot hide anymore, like all the belief, all the emotions will come up very quickly. And so we thank you for your question. We understand this may not fully answer your question, but we hope it supports you.
Yeah, it's very helpful. Thank you. Thank you so much. And let's see. Isha, can you please unmute yourself? Isha, yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm not so good at this Zoom. I'm quite new to it, really.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shall I ask my question?
Yes.
I'm just wondering, hello everyone. I'm wondering if the Venusians had any role in the creation of the Findhorn Foundation community in Scotland.
we would love to ask you, so by asking you this question, what is your intuition, or what is your thought that is coming through that prompt you to ask this question?
Well, because I read the book that one of the human founders wrote in his book, that the Venusians were somehow involved. You see, I'm not sure if he directly said it like that, but he said something about a spaceship, and it was something to do with the Venusians from Venus. So that's what was piquing my interest in asking this question this evening.
We thank you for your curiosity and your interest. We were part of the influence, and as you are going to find out, there actually have been a lot of people who have, we would say, Venusian influences, or the star team, or the aspect of Venusian that come with them at this time of the earth. It is here to support the creation of that intuitive side, that emotional side of each of you. And many of you are awakening to that part of the energy, that some of the channeler or the information that will bring through is also about the reawakening and the revival of the divine feminine energy. So we understand this is not in direct correlation to the space shift that you are so curious about. And we would love to take this opportunity to share that it is indeed part of the revival of the divine feminine energy that many of you that came with the Venusian energy chose to reincarnate at this time as well. And we, as Venusian Council of Light, are now starting to awaken more of the people that come with this energy to step in to more of the power, the sovereign power, and the ability to work with the emotional body and to support the greater collective.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Isha.
Thank you. One sec.
Much love.
We would,
yes.
if we could have a word for Isha, that do allow yourself to taking to open to receive, which brings up one of the themes that this conversation wish to bring through, is to open to receive. Know that of course there are programs, that it's all kinds of program that is standing in the way for people to open to receive, but know that you do have so much shall we say, cosmic resources and help that wishes to come through for you. So you as a human, Isha, our dear one, do open to the receiving the human connection. That is what one of the things your heart desire, but also know that there is no making you less when you open to receive the support from many people in different way and forms, because you are ready to experience what it's like to receive the abundance of life. Does that make sense to you, our dear one?
I think I get what you're saying. I'm very open. I feel very much a connection to the Venusians myself. I also have my Pisces moon, and I kind of feel that's very Venusian, and my Venus is in Pisces, astrologically speaking. So I do feel I have some sort of deep love and connection with the Venusian people. So and I was just trying to listen to you without being projecting too much of my own stuff onto what you were saying, really.
Know that, yes, there are more that wish to flow to you. start open. Yes, we understand you feel you're open, but there's more. And that's why we are sending you this invitation or reminder to give yourself permission to know that there's new level of energy, resources that you could ask for, and you are fully deserving of receiving. And this applies to many of you on the call as well. So we thank you, Isha, and sending you so much love.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you again, Isha. Beautiful. And there's a question from Deborah on YouTube. I do have difficulty figuring out how to play. Do you have any suggestions for me? I have been a lifelong learner, but this have not led me to joy in recent years. Thanks.
It is a common question for many of you. We would say even that is for the channel herself, that it is so you are all very conditioned to be very serious, which, you know, make you accept it and be successful, or to be deemed successful or useful, productive. And it is simply to observe while a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, how they are interacting with the world. And if you do not have children, young children in your daily life, then watch some videos on your social media and just tap into the energy of how light and unattached and this new sense of curiosity without attaching a lot of narratives. And the play energy could also be happening when you are interacting with an animal, preferably a cat or a dog, a pet cat or pet dog that you are experiencing. So we understand this may not shift overnight, but it starts by you willing and you desiring to experience what it's like to play, because you all know what it was like when you were young, when there was moments, however for shorter for some, what it's like to be in awe and wonder and just play, and then just feel there's never-ending energy coming through because it's so exciting, it's so fun, it's so free, just to run around, to do the cartwheel and to climb trees and things like that, or just to draw on paper different colors. So we would say start by observing, tuning into those energies, observing those young children, and give yourself the permission in your daily life to doodle, to draw, and to talk to yourself. Play like when you were playing the paper doll, or like the dolls with yourself. Give yourself occasions to be silly, we would say, as you probably would say, you know, be silly and just laugh at yourself. We hope that helps. It is about unwinding a lifelong pattern of fear of failure as well. So that, well, we understand many of you are unwinding that. So allow this to be part of the process, to know that, yeah, where am I feel so afraid of making mistakes or being seen as not adult, mature, and things like that. So tackle it there. And we know you will have fun. Just aim to have fun. Choose to have fun as much as you can.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was very inspiring. And also thank you, Deborah, for your question. Let's go ahead.
We would like to conclude. And of course, if there are any questions that we are sure channel will be happy to answer, we would like to conclude by encouraging all of you to use the energy of play, playful, fun, joyful, the frequency, the vibrational frequency, because that is in resonance to most of your soul energy, soul frequency, that whatever you are able to take a light heart or light-hearted state to see, how can I have more joy? How can I have more fun? How can I play? How can I bring the energy of play? How can I bring in more colors? How can I be more creative? When you are consciously choosing to create more of those experiences, you are tapping closer to your soul frequency, as those frequency works as a activator. And so it does take conscious decision, as we were saying, that you are also conditioned through all kinds of program, the fear of being seen, unaccepted, and seriousness. So give yourself the permission to choose to be silly, to play, to laugh, to relax your body, and to know that all the experiences during the time you are here on earth are all here meant for you as an experience, for reflection, for data collecting. So you could live through your life either suffered and anxious, in fear, in doubt, or you could choose from now on to be supported by your higher self in all the potent solar codes and all these energies, to tap into the playful, the creative, the joyful, the peaceful, the blissful way of the frequency, vibrational frequency, and allow that to guide you to the next step, to the next decision. And although not all decision can be made out of a play decision, play energy, such as if you are going to buy a house, you may not be able to play, but says who that there cannot be an element of, I wonder where, or is this the house that is going to provide me with the most joyful time, the nourishing time. And we are giving this an odd example as an example. So you get the image of, yes, allow this light energy, this lighter frequency, this higher frequency that is in more resonance to your soul frequency, such as freedom, joy, bliss. You get the picture, to guide you through your decision, to guide you through the creation of your moment to moment in your daily life. And you will be surprised how much you are going to shift first, and then your reality will feel very different. We are sending you so much love. We understand this is a difficult time. It is also a very exciting, magical time. So choose your lens to see this moment as life, as magical, as exciting, as potent as it is. And with that, we are complete.
Welcome back. Yeah, thank you. The chant message and also the answers that they gave to our audience, they were really really inspiring. So thank you for doing that.
My pleasure. Thank you. I'm glad they helped.
Wonderful. And yeah, I would like now to take time to talk about the offer that's we are giving to our audience today. It's a one-on-one private session, 60-minute one-on-one private session. And I invite everyone to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rayania, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rayania, RAYANIA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. So yeah, Rayania, I would love if you can tell us about the session.
Yeah. Wow. The session is great. So basically, um, I love to describe that the session is very multi-dimensional as well. So it's like a combination of channeling, you know, I noticed that the channeling very often it depends on where you are, where people are. They could bring through like Akashic record information, right? Like your multidimensional aspect and what you need to know at this moment when it refers to your gifts. And it could also be healing if we need to resolve something that is deeply still, like standing in the way of what you want to let go of. So it's a combination, it could be a combination of a short channeling and the healing to resolve the blocks and practical, as you can hear that I don't know, for some reason, like my channeling and my personal style is very practical. Like I think it's great to feel very high from a session. And I believe that we need to take different action or different practices in order to create the change and to sustain, the high. So in the session, you always receive very practical, whether it's ritual, it's healing practices, or, daily things to do, homework, so to speak. So it's a combination of like coaching, mentoring, channeling, psychic reading, and healing. So yeah, it depends on what the person needs. So it's meet you where you are and provide you exactly what one needs. And I wanted to say that I noticed in the session normally, because you know, when the channeling usually it comes with a lot of light, and there's also a lot of love, um, we unconsciously receive. And that's why actually a lot of people will break into tears. Don't be afraid. Like, because they feel the love and heard and held. So it's could be very emotional experience because like to feel that love, that connection with the guy, with the universe, with life, right? Because we are here to live this life, and it's almost like a boost of love and light for us to take back to the human life after the session.
Yeah, absolutely. It's how to say, maybe having someone to hold that space for us where we feel safe and where we can be vulnerable. I feel like that on its own can be very, very transforming and a big gift that we can offer to others. And I'm really glad that we are offering this, like holding this space and also bringing it's healing, inspiration, but also practicality that like you mentioned. Yeah, which is part of the human experience. So yeah, so thank you so much for everything you do, the support you are giving to everyone and your services. Yeah, and yeah, very happy that you are offering your one-on-one session to our audience again here on the show. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. It's such a beautiful connection, like, because it's
Yeah.
just always so filled of joy as well.
Mm.
Usually after the session, I think both of us, like, the one-on-one and then me, I feel like so high, like, oh my God, life is so good if we are constantly living in this high, like blissful state. Which I think that's what we are aiming for. So
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. And yeah, so everyone, I really invite you to sign up for the 60 minutes one-on-one session with Rayania. And again, the link is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rayania, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rayania, RAYANIA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And we have more Kashirats. Rayania, love the messages that came through. Thank you.
thank you.
Linda, beautiful transmission. Thank you, Rayania. We have other feedback I want to read. Let's see. Rania, happy to see you again. My session with her was amazing. I highly recommend her services.
Oh, who is
Sylvia
Oh, Sylvia.
and Linda again. Rania is such a beautiful being and her light shines so bright. Wonderful to be here. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for the feedback. And you have maybe any message before we complete the call?
Yes. Thank you for asking that. So, I feel like it's very important that many of, the people here and the community have very big heart here to serve, to help people, and 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 actually people like us, I would say people like us carries a lot of wounding that since childhood and different lifetime, that sort of there are a lot of wounding actually around our heart as well, about opening to receive, about opening to be seen, about opening to using our gifts or to be seen with our gifts and our power. So it's a lot of wounding. Some could say, oh, it's solar plexus, it's root chakra, but I would also say a lot of those things are stopping, blocking around our hearts. So it is important for us, like such a big-hearted people we are, it's also important to continue to let go and dissolve and heal whatever that is stopping us from truly open our heart bigger to receive and see ourselves, and to, because that also, that is the whole thing as well about embracing our soul frequency, right? Like all this thing that is blocking our, like wounding around our heart, when we are able to heal those, we are able to truly feel into the power and the light and the energy and the signature of our own essence. And that is when everything just really becomes easier, tapping into the gift and being seen and showing up and making money and, changing lives of others, things like that. So carry on, carry on. And remember to use to bring in the playful energy, the lightheartedness, on this journey forward. Know that we are here actually really to create a life that has never been lived by our ancestors and our peers. So just go forth, our dear one. Go forth and enjoy your life.
Wonderful. Yeah, we read out the message. Yeah, really exciting, really empowering. So thank you. Thank you so much, Rania, for everything, for yeah, the energy for today's call. It was really powerful, for the inspiration, the guidance and support you offer to us today. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Monsef. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really enjoying the time together. And thank you for your beautiful questions. I really enjoyed it too.
Thank you. Beautiful. And Isha, Shirot, thank you, everyone. Devi, Shirot, thank you both. Agreed. Your lights that shine bright. And yeah. So thank you again, everyone, for being here with us today. Thank you for your presence, sharing with us your beautiful energies, your questions, your comments. Yeah, and yeah, if you gather to work one-on-one with Rania, the link is on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube, and also the special offer buttons on the live events page and the replay page and YouTube video description. So with that, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.